put a purple flower in there. This is what I'm going to do. Teal, that's an easy one. Go ahead and spray and spritz up your watercolors. Lime green, I'm loving that. Okay, spritz up your watercolors and give them about 30 seconds to sit and let the water get into your watercolors. Can everybody see that? I think they can. And then I'll talk about the retreat location because I've kind of been really open about this. And I'm planning possibly a retreat again. All right. So let's draw. Let's do this. Somebody just screamed yellow. So there we go. Anne just said it. You can join your artful journey. So let's do this. And then somebody said, I really want a purple flower in there. Purple, purple. Let's just let the watercolors do their thing. Uh-oh, I was supposed to time lapse this for somebody. Okay, got it. Let the waters just flow. Oh, this is purple. Anyway, so do y'all want to hear my thoughts about a retreat? Anybody here been to one of my retreats? I know I just saw Mari tune in. She's been to one or two of them. Okay, there's one. Somebody said teal. Don't have a lot of it here, but we're going to try. Let's do this. Oh my God, Cassie, you're going to want to go because I just toured the location yesterday, or the potential location. Okay. Oh, Caroline, how could I forget? So yesterday, Anne, I didn't call you for the mere purpose of I didn't want us to get too excited. It's okay to be excited though, right? That's a flower. Okay, I'm so excited. I would love to try and get out there. Okay. So y'all know I've kind of said no. Well, my friend went with me and he was like, it's about time. Anyway, we went there. Okay, Jan wants to know. Okay. Here's the thing about the retreat location, because number one, I did a survey last year. So I listened to okay, teal, turquoise. I heard lime greens in there. So the number one thing I heard was we really want the location to be the same place as the hotel, like as your lodging kind of thing. I have a couple of logistic things I was thinking about, okay. Sorry, I need to get something kind of on paper here. Oh my God, Cecilia. Okay, this is good. I'm going to have this talk. Whether it comes to fruition or not, I'm just going to put it out into the universe and say, this is what. So we went and looked at the location yesterday. Gorgeous. When I tell you gorgeous, there is the nicest people. I've told everybody, I won't do anything right now if it doesn't align with my gut, all that good stuff. These people align with my gut. We talked, they're going to give me a full bid for everything, the catering, the whatever. They asked me, would you want somebody on site who does meditation or sound, whatever, or yoga? I was like, no, I don't want to do yoga. But location. Also people. All right. So far we have what? 3 flowers. Let's throw some black in here. Let's just throw some black in here. Maybe a little black in there. Maybe a little black in there. So you see the water just goes wherever. Just let it go. Let it flow. Don't get upset. Don't feel like you have to control everything. We are not in control. Today, I actually pulled out my Jesus Calling book because I've been a little less mindful in the morning. And I thought I need to get myself back in shape. Back in faith shape, whatever. Anyway, I went and met with them. I toured the whole facility. There are 2 houses located on a ranch. Okay, let's get the lime green. Somebody wanted mix your greens and your yellows. There's a lake. There are fire pits. Every house has like a mini microwave. Each room is temperature controlled. Each room comes with a robe. Um, they pulled out no stops. There's a big, beautiful barn. There's a place for us to paint outside. There's a plate like I wouldn't have to worry about the weather because there's like if we're gonna plan something outside and it doesn't turn out to be nice or there's wind or heat or whatever, we could go inside. Um, it overlooks the most beautiful landscape. They can offer me catering and food services. Like there's places to put snacks. If I do a retreat, everybody is gonna just not have to take care of anything. And again, the nicest people. She was like, we really want to turn this. They're just really starting. Let this dry. Let it dry. This is my most basic way to watercolor. So I do need this dry so I can talk. Now, if the water starts escaping and you're like, no, I don't want that to go, just dry your brush and just push things in, okay? Just push them in and say, nope, don't go there, okay? That's all you need to do. But in essence, it looks ugly. We're going to get through the ugly phase. We're going to turn it into something beautiful, just like my teen years. All right. So there was only like two issues that I thought, because I really want a certain number of people to be there. Most of the beds are all double beds and king size beds. So in other words, and the rooms are like, they're just so gorgeous. Like I said, they come with robes, towels. You're not going to need anything there. All right. You're going to just bring your art supplies and come to paint with me. And, anyway. So we talked about a schedule. Today I'm going to call a local winery. My friend's winery is 1 mile away. So like I was talking to them about the very special dinner on the Saturday night. And we decided like, okay, if we could leave the location and go up the road and go to a winery and watch the sunset. I mean, that's what I'm thinking about. I literally looked up what time does the sun set on the dates I'm thinking about. And then I'll tell you about what I'm thinking about. And I don't want everybody to get, ape crazy. Oh, handicap accessible, handicap lift. I mean, that's what we're talking about. Like they've thought this through. I took pictures in every room. So the only thing that I saw, which I'm going to be honest about, is I really would like to have not a large retreat. I don't want 100 people. I don't really want 50 people. I would like this to be for, I don't know, what did I say? 25 people. Ideal. Yeah, I don't even want 35 people. I don't know. Anyway, I want this to be an experience. And I want you to get there, and then that's what we're doing from the time we get there. They even offered the lodging the Sunday night. Like they said, we could do an extra night so that those people don't have to rush out when we're finished. And I was kind of thinking, that's nice because the airport isn't like right next door. I'm about 45 minutes to an hour from an airport. So, but it has all the things. So I was literally saying, okay, we could go watch the sunset, go to a tasting room. So I'm going to call my friends after I'm done off the phone here. And okay, we've used the journal, we used the painter's tape, and we used the paint. Okay, now we're going to use the permanent pens. And then we're done. All right. You can use fine and ultra fine Sharpie. I just happen to have a variety. What do I have here? I have a variety of pens sitting here. Right, and use them. So my thing is just figuring out sleeping arrangements. That was my big thing. So if we have any sisters or mother and daughter or best friends or whatever, and they don't mind, hunking down in a king size bed, then I could add a few more people. Otherwise, if everybody needs their own bed. And also they had these cute rooms with like bunk beds. Now, when I say bunk beds, right away, I would be like, hell no. But the bunk beds were queen size beds, and you walk up these cute little stairs to get into the bed. So somebody would need to not have bad knees because that, but you're not going to fall out. They're not like a futon. It's the most beautiful thing. She has little tray tables on every bed. I was just like, I walked in and I'm like, it's a ranch. You walk in, there's a beautiful fireplace. I just was like blown away. I have not been this excited ever. How do you get the painter's tape to not pull the paper off when you remove it? Cindy, stay to the end. I'll make sure and show you. All right, let's find the beauty in this. So there's where I'm at. I mean, today she's giving, we're going to have, getting the catering, the whatever, working out who's doing what. I've got to talk through how I do, and if I find some other Airbnbs, and if I offer, you don't want to stay there kind of thing. I haven't gotten that far. Those details are coming. I, of course, want everybody to, I think the location in itself is going to make the experience. So that's all I have to say. That's where I got. I was excited. I have a whole big notebook now. I mean, we talked about swag. She's like, this lady was so nice. And she was like, I would be there the whole weekend. We would be there for assistance. I want a smaller experience. And the number one thing I heard was making it easy for everybody where lodging is included. Now, some people might not want that, but I even was thinking, boy, there were some people at the last retreat who I bet you would want to all be in the same room because they were so friendly with one another. And it's like going to summer camp, only better. So that was the only thing, was me trying to figure out budget wise how many people would fit, and would somebody, I know how I feel about sharing a room. That might be a thing. And there's 2 separate ranch houses. There's bikes on the property, so like beach cruisers, that if you want to go tour the property, I can't remember how many acres they said, but they're literally beach cruisers where you could, go to the other side of the little pond or the lake and, take 10 minutes if you didn't. But I'm looking at all of the things. I'm looking at including the dinner, so that I don't want somebody going, oh, I didn't decide to get the dinner on Saturday night. No, I don't. I think I just want it to be, we talked about the dinner location. They have a huge separate barn, but I was like, I don't even want them to deal with that. We're going to use up, and I don't know how to describe it. It's like walking onto another. She was like, oh, if anybody's interested, we do have horses. If anybody wants horses. I was like, no, we're going to be painting. This would allow me to make the project such that, I'm nearby. I'd be setting up. Yeah. And I'm going to call what I would say would be 2 to 3 potential teachers today. So I'm going to get on the horn and I'm going to say, would you be interested? And Cassie wants the horses too. Cassie's not really there for the painting part. She would be there just for the empire. Let me just tell you, my standards are pretty high. If you've ever been to one of my retreats, I don't want you working. I don't want you helping cleaning up. I work it all out with my team. Okay, where's there a leaf? I haven't been this excited about something retreat-wise, and it's doable, in a long time. Anne knows this. I've said it time and time again. They're probably some of the best experience. Any thoughts on the time of year? Okay. Yes. And then this is where everybody's going to go, oh my God, I have this. So here's the factors that go into time of year when you live in Southern California. If you do something in August, September, it can be very hot. Jan Christie, can I sign up now? Jan. here, so that's number one. I was like, okay, I can't really want, I mean, I can do something later. I was literally telling her right now, if it works out, I'll have the signups for a fall one. That's what I told her. If I can figure this out and find the rinse and repeat recipe for this, I will do, I'll have early signups for the next date because that's how excited I was. Y'all know I've done two in Fort Worth. There were a lot of challenges there because I didn't live there and everything went off flawlessly and I loved it. But, that's my thoughts. Okay. So I got leaves. I got 3 flowers. We got a good start here. I mean, I don't know, another leaf here. Oops. So here's what I'm going to say about timing. It's not going to work for everybody. The other thing I was thinking about was how does Southern California look? Because we go from green in the spring to everything is brown. That's all the leaves are brown because it's hot. Cecilia knows. Okay, so here's where I'm eyeballing. May. Don't come at me. It's my birthday month. It's so gorgeous. Okay. We're just gonna scribble this out. Okay, don't worry about like where your lines are. I am looking at Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I am considering going a little bit longer on Sunday and saying we just make Sunday a real day instead of cutting, like we'll cut it off, but I was thinking that the remainder of the day I'd like to encourage possibly if people could stay that last day. The reason I'm thinking is airport timing. We don't have planes that leave at past 11 o'clock in San Diego. I don't know why I'm thinking about everything. But I'm just talking weather-wise. I'm talking that's available. I wouldn't want to. I wanted to skip my birthday. I wanted to skip graduations. There's nothing I can't do. So I was thinking hypothetically the third weekend in May because the first weekend's my birthday. The second weekend, I mean, I don't know. I can celebrate my birthday with you. The second weekend is Mother's Day. And then y'all need to tell me, do you want guest teachers or do you want some free time? Do you want me to pack your punch or you decide, okay, you know me. I could fill your gourd with projects. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm waiting for her quote. I'm going to call a photographer today. My friends, I'm going to contact a musician for the dinner. See, it helps because I know people. And I'm going to contact the winery because I'd love to give you guys, even if you don't drink wine, a winery is very exciting. I mean, and the sunset at this winery, I already looked up, it's 7:43 p.m. So, we'd be able to see it. That's what I'm shooting for. The actual retreat would be meet and greet on Friday. We would do early check-in. So that people can she already said to me she normally does check-in at 4, and I said, we'd look to be registering and getting people in. The meet and greet on Friday, classes all day, end about 4 or 5 on Saturday. There will be a dinner on Saturday. I just don't know logistically how I'm working out. No, that's not Memorial Day weekend. The Memorial Day weekend is the 4th weekend in May. Yeah, okay. So how are we doing there? Now, I'm going to come back in with those watercolors I was just using. Is this them? Okay, and I'm going to go in, not Memorial Day and not Mother's Day. So you see, I was like, now I'm really got to thin out where my timing is. And I listened to people who told me, here were the things. People wanted the lodging on site so they wouldn't have to do it separate, and they wouldn't have to be separated. The way we did it the last time, you were on your own for transportation and lodging, and we gave 3 hotels. Here's what we suggest. And everybody was kind of spread out. So this would pull people closer together, number one, if you're staying at the lodging place. I haven't worked out all the other stuff yet. And if I can get people to room together, that would be lovely, because then I can, fit a few people in. I'm just going in the negative spaces. And then What was the other thing? I love the fact that the rooms were individually climate controlled because I know what it's like. And there was room for indoor teaching. There is a nice, beautiful common area in the first main house. All of them have microwaves and little mini refrigerators. That's what I'm thinking. Provide food, meals. If people don't want to go to classes, they can walk around for only a weekend. That sounds good. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, listen, I was there. I would walk around this place. I would sit there and paint in every location. You're overlooking a. I wish I could share the pictures, but I really want them to share the pictures. I took crappy pictures. I was just excited. I just couldn't stop taking pictures of the rooms. But so one of the things that I will say, y'all know me. I'm a little simple. I'm a little country. I'm a little this. Hard to find a date to please everyone. Unfortunately, I have to. Yeah. I probably won't be able to please everybody, but that's what I'm looking at. I was thinking about weather. I was thinking about that. All right, so now we've got a little bit more going here. And this doesn't mean I wouldn't do something another time of year. It was just, I love California. You're talking about really some of the most pristine weather in May. It's not too cold, not too hot. The rains are done. So that's the way it goes. But that's temporarily where I'm at. That doesn't mean there couldn't be another one. Cecilia just said, my husband already knows that I'm blacking out the whole year for this event. Jan, could we just join you on the cruise? I'll just go with you on the cruise. Does that work? And as far as like husbands, there are places if they want to go golf, whatever. I'll suggest restaurants, but my whole intent was to really just put everybody. And when I say a retreat, I'm serious. All right, we don't need the watercolors again. Now let's take a thinner marker and just go around the edges and just. I mean, we're talking about some feel-good stuff. That's what we're talking about. See how loose I am with this pen? We're not, but this is just the most basic. And I know I should be talking about your Artful Journey membership, but I just, you know me, when I get excited about something, I just can't. We were there last night until like 7 or 8 o'clock. I mean, I didn't get home till late because we love the people so much. I actually thought we left, and she's like, "I gotta hug you." I go, "Oh, I'm a hugger too." So, and if I can take a lot off my plate from because the other places I was looking at were like Temecula, but it's just as far from the airport. Number one, wasn't a savings in airport anything, and number two, the place that wanted me to come wants me to go spend time in their store. I mean, I'll be able to have stuff for sale there. By the way, I just don't necessarily need to have like a storefront there. But by the way, it's all located in my house. I can bring it in. So there's where I'm at. And we'll see about timing. I haven't ruled out other times. I didn't want to get into their June time frame because A, I got a couple of kids graduating, and B, it's wedding season for them. So she was just so excited. So she was like, our whole purpose was I'm going to add one other little element of fun here. Oh my God, Terry Kearns, I was going to call you too. See, when you have friends who own wineries, it was so funny because I was talking to my business coach and we were talking, I bounced things off of her and she was like, you have to remember, you live by wineries, but other people don't. So taking them for that experience of the tasting room that kind of thing. Yes, our babies are graduating, is really fun. Even if you're not a wine drinker, I will have other options. Like, I'll bring Martinelli's with me if y'all. But I need to talk to my local wineries today and see what I could do as far as bringing, not like 100 people, of course. And we're talking about under 25 people. That's what I was thinking. You guys, Terry, see you at the rodeo tonight. So I have been dreaming about a retreat in you guys, that was the other thing. We put the survey out and everybody wanted to come to Ramona because they see where I live. And the other question was, can we go and visit your studio? We'll talk about that. Who really wants to go to my house? I mean, we've been, Anne is staying at the casa. I already said to Anne, listen, you and I would need some time to come home. And I'm hoping to talk to one other person. And if she is interested, that would just really, because then she could bring her experience. As much as I'd like to stay there and it'll be hard, I will not leave that campfire Yeah, you're not going to kick me out of there until overlooking the birds. She was like, oh, you're going to have to, like explain to people this is a working ranch with horses. Oh, horses, chickens, goats. So if you are interested in, not me, if you're interested in Ramona living, you're going to see it. They live there. She said, they're there. Okay. I'm happy. Is everybody good with this? Now, this was simple. I was scribbling. I was just having fun. I didn't overthink this. Let me, because I said I wasn't going to use any other paint. Let me see if I can get some of this black out of here with some watercolors. This is what I define as like a morning meditation. Takes you about 15 minutes to relax and have fun. You don't need any major. Well, you need more water. I'm trying to get into this black to have it spit that out. Okay, there we go. Oh, yeah. That's done. Oh, I didn't take the tape off. Mother trucker, and I turned off my time lapse. Why do I keep forgetting to take the tape off? Like, I don't know what's going on in my head. By the way, this journal, if somebody wants this, the painting is for free. You just need to pay. If not, I got a home for it. So if you're interested, this was just a quickie. I always offer painting the first page in your art journal. I painted the first page. Let's move this away. Oh, the question was, how do you remove the tape? How do you remove the tape without the tape pulling away in the paper? First, quality of tape makes a difference. Second, heat it up. Take a hair dryer. This tape that I have right here, I don't really like this particular one. It was just given to me. It was in a class pack or something. I don't really like the quality of it. So it does tend to adhere and grab the paper. Heat it up. Oh, it told me you're going to want to know. I talked all about the retreaty poo. Heat it up. Heat it up. Was it Cynthia? Somebody asked. Okay. Tequila tasting. You'd have to go more Southern California or Southern Mexico for that. But you can bring whatever. There's refrigerators. You can bring whatever. I already got. That's what we're even debating hiring somebody to serve beverages. That's how much I got into this. Okay. And if there's any tape residue, rub it off with your finger, or they make a little pickup thing that This particular tape, like I said, I just, for some reason, leaves a little bit of a residue, which I don't like. This is a pickup, a gum eraser. So I just run my fingers along the edge where I've really bonded it down, and then you go heat it up. That's why I said, but I ran out of my other preferred tape. I have a large order. Like, I'm going to have painter's tape coming out of my ear when I get it. Oh, Cindy just said I got some watercolor tips. So yeah, I'm live every Wednesday for free on my Facebook page, which we used in your Artful Journey at homework time. If you're a member of your Artful Journey, the lessons are not 15 or 20 minutes. Well, we deep dive and you have techniques. I can show you guys, if you're interested, what it looks like and what kind of content is there. Because yesterday I figured out how to share my screen. If anybody is interested, there we go. That was just a great way to start the day.